I always forgot. I can't believe I forgot to put my mic up here. I knew something was missing. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show, where we talk nerd. I assure you I clapped. So, how about a nice week for you guys? Simple stuff. We got some good trailers. We got some good news. Some really interesting, close to sports news, which we'll get to later. A little heads up here. Our interview with Carrie Means has been moved to next weekend. Be there or be a trapezoid, as we talk to Frylock from Aqua Teen Hunger Force and talk about the new movie. With that being said, tonight we've got trailers for... Bam! I hope you like my impression of my old Gateway computer. We got trailers tonight for Zootopia Plus, Guillermo del Toro's Pinnochio, Scrooge, A Christmas Carol, and Apollo 10.5. I have a lot to say about this stuff. This trailer was easily one of my favorites this week, mainly for its animation reasons. Also, tonight we got news of a remake of the famous horror movie Nosferatu. Who did they get for it? Possibly the best casting ever. Other news, and really good news that makes me happy, Fantastic Beasts is ending. 7 films my ass. I have nothing more to say that. I'm just actually really happy about this. We'll talk more about it later. And lastly, well, we don't talk a lot about sports. We know a good sport when we see it. In this one, we're celebrating Ash, who got a really good victory that fulfilled his dream. All that more tonight on another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show. Cue the opening!
And now it's time for your weekly vocabulary builder, helping you make other people feel stupid since the dawn of man. This week's word is
Chuckaboo. It is a noun. Definition: a term of endearment given to a close friend. When used in a sentence: next time you have BDSM sex, call your partner a chuckaboo. Please tell me what happens.
Congratulations, you are now 0.03% smarter. We'll be back next week with more ridiculous smart words you've never heard of. Or maybe you have. In which case, tough shit.
The Humble Come Stumble one.
Humble come stumble, that's a word for... Oh, wait, we're up online. Welcome, everybody, to another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show, where we talk nerd. I'm here with my good chuckaboos, having a good night, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff there. We got Kuma the Sleepy, and... How are you guys doing tonight?
Festive, yeah.
Festive, huh?
I don't know.
Doing all right?
I think Jablonski's the only one that's being festive tonight.
I don't know.
Oh, trust me. Next by the time we do the not next week, the week after, the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You'll see this thing decorated. So.
Oh yeah. I should probably tell us the weekend after Thanksgiving is going to be a special night for us. We're going to be having our Black Friday commercial special where we're going to be watching old toy commercials.
That's right, folks. We're gonna be taking a little break from the nerd news to do some really to watch stupid commercials.
Yeah, because
to see what made people go insane for products back then.
Definitely, I can't wait to show you what I can find.
Consume up 90s.
Let's just face it. If the only other thing we would talk about is how good every float in the Macy's parade was in the Mystery Science Theater Turkey Day Marathon, which I'm looking forward to. I'm actually gonna see if I can introduce my girlfriend to that show. I hope she likes it because it's the show that...
Speaking of which, we still got to talk about the Macy's parade for the lineup and all that.
You think you might be able to get us that for next week or something like that?
Yeah, I could do that next week. Makes a little bit more sense.
Yep. Carrie, before we bring Carrie Meads in here, we're gonna give you the entire lineup of the Macy's parade with Jablonski. All while I make noises in the back. All while I make the music in the background. Begin. You like go down the blues and you just have to say it with like a straight face. Snoopy, Sonic the Hedgehog, Tim Burton. But no, I can't wait. I really cannot wait to introduce my girlfriend to Mystery Science Theater. It's gonna. I hope she likes what she sees because I already showed her Manos: The Hands of Fate.
Hands of Fate.
Manos: The Hands of. I'm sorry, Hands: The Hands of Fate. If you want to be more specific.
Shit.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of that kind of name, I think of like. I literally think of like the hand in Super. Like in Smash and all like that.
Master Hand?
Yeah, Master Hand, and I forgot what the left one was called.
Crazy Hand?
Yeah, Crazy Hand, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because like I remember one Macy's Parade balloon, it was of Ronald McDonald. And they show a shot of him from below, right? And then they show a shot from behind the float and he clearly has an ass crack.
Yeah.
He actually has an ass crack. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
And they're just like, yeah, you gotta just love how people would like, even like the designer of it too was just like going, "No, it's perfect. Perfect. It's good."
I think it was a meme.
Are you sure? But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's really
There you go.
good.
I gotta find the picture.
There's an episode of a Family Guy where Brian becomes like the mascot to the Paul Tucken beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgot what his name was, but he ends up like getting he ends up getting a balloon parade, a parade balloon as well of him, and it's nothing but women lined up to blow it up, and it's literally a freaking pink little blow up thing where it's literally like indicated like that it's his dick, like just right there.
This is so funny.
Literally?
Yeah, like, and the women are literally just like coming up and blowing on it and shit.
Oh my god.
It was so fucked up.
I'm trying to find the picture. I have this really stupid one of just friggin'. You're trying to find it. It was taken off yeah, there it is, right here. Let me see if I can just post that in the ads chat here, and I'll see if I can show you guys what I'm looking at. Let's bring
We
that.
get it. I mean, you like clown, you like balloon clowns. Everyone has their kinks.
Bowling clowns. Except it's not really much on his ass. It looks like a gash going down the back of his leg. Discord has to update on my laptop, excuse me.
Oopsie.
Well, we'll have to wait for Ronald McDonald's balloon ass in a couple of moments. In the meantime, let's talk about what some of the trailers we got this week.
Yay.
The first trailers we got today was I actually watched this with my girlfriend when I was over her place. And that would be the trailer for Zootopia Plus. First of all, I knew this was coming a while ago. I'm using one of the older logos, but I didn't expect it to be shorts. That's what got me really interested in it. Essentially what we're looking at is a compilation series featuring random characters from Zootopia, and it's just them going through random situations. Cruiser, I'm not Cruiser. Jablonski, you said you were excited for Mr. Big being back, right?
Yes.
That was great. I don't remember a lot of Zootopia, but I remember loving the hell out of it. And also being much stronger with its message than I thought.
You disrespected my mother. with a rug made from scoop butt.
Yeah, it's from I was like re-looking at it and everything. Yeah, from the whole idea, it's just like going through like, you know how shows always have like their clips of like the day-to-day lives of like the other characters and all like that.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like a 22 short films about Springfield deal, right?
Yeah, pretty much that. And it just follows, not specifically random characters, but like just like the ones that we've seen and everything. Because like follows Judy's parents. I forget the name of the guard or the cop at the front
the tiger
desk.
dude.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Lana Bear says she hasn't seen it in ages. Sorry, Lana.
And I think we're following. It was Rihanna that was the no.
Friggin' Shakira.
Yeah, I think it was Shakira. Like, I think we're following something with her as well too, like with her character
it's supposed to be her.
Giselle.
Yeah,
Lana's Princess
Like,
Lovebright.
we have some sort of like
we
music talent show thing.
Yeah, here's
like apparently the tiger and the bull are like the police chief is in on it too.
Yeah, it says the anthology series would feature storylines that follow 3 sets of characters from the film: the mobster shrews, the tiger dancers, and the sloths. Oh yeah, I like that when the sloths are trying to go to dinner and they like just slowly go there and they just bring the table to them.
I would be pissed.
No, you're telling the.
I'm looking at that. I'm like,
a clip that I saw.
I'm like racist. I don't
know. The chef was like, "You're gonna be here all night." You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like he's like right there going like,
"Oh my God, Kuma, you're evaporating into nothing. Kuma, you're evaporating into nothing." Okay, you're back. Your camera was getting pixelated.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
For a second, we thought you were gonna get snapped.
No, but no, the whole thing I thought was pretty funny as well too, because like I love how he suggests that she's gonna be here all night when I was watching it going like, you're the chef. You're gonna be there all night too, buddy.
I like how the scene in the trailer where Judy's parents are in the car, they go flying through the air and they pass over that nudist club.
Oh yeah.
God, I don't remember that thing. When I saw that scene in the movie, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. They fucking knew who was gonna be watching this. No stereotypes intended, but like, come on.
The one thing I do find funny is just like the scene with Jablonski was with Mr. Big, and it's like with his daughter thing. I love that, like, that's her name, Frou Frou.
Yeah.
Is that what her name was?
What bothers me too, like someone pointed this out too, and it bothers me is that they did not go with the real Mousewives.
The real Mousewives are like that. Oh, by the way, guys, if you go in the ads chat, I actually got the picture on there so you can see it. Hold on, just bring it up there. What do you think?
Kind of just looks like when people just have like you could just see the outline of their underwear.
Yeah, right. They totally just gave him an ass, and they gave him an ash. But like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Zootopia Plus will be coming out on Disney Plus. The first season of 6 shorts tomorrow, actually.
Ooh.
So why don't we stay up till midnight and wait for Zootopia to come on?
No, because I had to get up at 4 in the morning.
So do I, but I don't care either. Oh my God, we got a caller coming in.
There's one scene. Yeah, there's this one scene that I was trying to find where it's the Frou Frou with her bridesmaids and all like that at like, I assume her like the whole shop they're at is like to me they look like dioramas.
They did kind of look like dioramas, man. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it makes me laugh because like you see one of the bridesmaids is like kind of asking for like more champagne. He's like carefully like.
It's just like a small like eye drop of it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Crumble cookie, I swear.
What?
What to do?
They just showed off new flavors for this week.
Oh my God. Anyway, we gotta.
I have to go to the apple pie one.
You do that. I'm gonna bring in our caller, Princess Lovebright. See what she thinks about the whole Zootopia situation. Zootop. Let me get in there with that stuff because I like the stuff that's
making making furries at an early age.
Well, no, they only use that for the to help out with advertising, which is pretty cool of them to do. They just had to get they brought the posters to furry conventions saying, "Hey, take a picture next to this movie poster. Say show off your zoo," and then or something like that. And they just posted it and kind of spread the word. Then there was that fake article that says Disney's cutting Zootopia because of the furry.
No, I just meant like when people would just like when kids just first went to go see it, and they're just rather going like, "I like animals that look like humans now."
All right, let's bring her in here. We bring in Princess Lovebright. Prince Lovebright, you're on Ants. Did I just hear a Pokemon cry? What the hell? What?
Where's Lana?
I don't know. Where is Lana? She has a pink screen. Oh gosh, how you doing?
Okay.
Hey there.
Someone's on the phone, I can tell. So we were just talking about the whole Zootopia show. What are your thoughts on the trailer?
Oh, my mind like blown. And speaking of which, I was
I'm sorry.
I was watching some episodes 2 of this, the real rodents of Zootopia. What the heck?
I don't know. Like I haven't seen Zootopia in a while, but like I still need to get up with there. All I remember was just very stuff there. I like seeing videos of like the people's dogs reacting to the howling guards. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of videos of that before.
It's hilarious. But yeah, like it looks really good. I like some of those parodies they throw out there, especially with Zootopia possibly coming to Animal Kingdom, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I think the talent show thing is like play on. I think you could dance. I think it's like think you could prance, something like that.
Oh my god. I don't know. What do you think, Lana?
I have no idea. So just excited, like on top of the world. I saw everything, the intro, the countdown, all of it on the stream, of course.
Oh, are you talking about our stream, like when we went down there to the end? You tune in a lot. Was this your first time actually watching the stuff there? By the way, I like the comment you made in the chat room. This is kind of funny, no offense. It killed me. It really did. Indeed.
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm laughing so much.
It's okay. It's okay. To be fair, she's at least 10 times funnier than me, so there you go. These guys can vouch for it. Jablonski can't hear anything because he's listening to lists of flavors.
Pardon?
Congratulations, we do get something going there. It's a nice ceiling fan, by the way. What is we doing? What is going on right now?
With me?
But did we just get abandoned? What the hell? She has a nice ceiling. I think it's really interesting with the popcorn asbestos. Anyway, we're gonna be moving on to the next trailer. Miss Lana, we thank you for joining us tonight.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you.
She was very giggly. I don't think she was able to hear us well. That's why my connection was a little bit weak as well. Oh, please forgive me if that was a little rude. I apologize. Yeah, I'm always a dick. I don't want to be a dick. So let's move on to the next one here. Pinnochio number 3. Oh, Pinnochio
Hopefully this one's good.
Oh yeah, this one looks really good. So this is the last one.
Is Pauly Shore in this one?
Nope, they got Ewan McGregor.
No, Drew Carey.
They got Obi-Wan Kenobi. So this Pinocchio movie, I'm glad you had fun, Lana.
This is not what you're looking for.
Guillermo del Toro's. It's completely stop motion. So far we have a 100% Rotten Tomato critic score as of writing the script. The plot is simple: a retelling of the famous Carlo Collodi film fairy tale about a wooden puppet who comes to life and dreams of becoming a real boy. It takes place in the 1930s fascist Italy. When Pinocchio comes to life, however, he turns out to be a nice boy, but instead... Wait a minute, he turns out not to be a nice boy, but instead the opposite, causing mischief and playing mean tricks. But at its core, Pinocchio is a story of love and disobedience as Pinocchio struggles to live up to his father's expectations, learning the true meaning of life. So it looks really good. I like the stop motion that Guillermo del Toro is in here. He actually has gone saying this is like a story he's been wanting to tell for a long time. And he's really putting a lot into that look.
Yeah, I'm glad they're
actually been pretty good this year.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm glad they're also going with their own twist on this and not going with like the actual with the actual story that if I'm remembering it right, Pinocchio accuses Geppetto of
child abuse. Was it?
Yeah, child abuse or something like that, and it's like
he gets locked up.
Yeah, he's like he's like locked up and shit. Like,
yeah, and then he steps on the cricket. Doesn't he hang a cat or something at one point?
I don't know. I think he does something to an animal. Yeah.
Yeah, he either cuts off the tail or something. Pinocchio's a fucked up story. Let's just go with that. But
most of the stories that Disney adapted are fucked up.
Yeah. It's the Grimm Brothers tales.
No, that's not Grimm Brothers. That was a different one. This was Carlo Collodi. First of all, but yeah, there is one thing that kind of bugged me on this movie trailer. Did anyone else find it weird that Pinocchio, a Italian character, has for some reason a British accent?
No.
I do also
I don't
remember if this was in the book or not, but the tree that he carves the puppet out of is buried behind his son. Geppetto's had a son, I guess, that died, and he has there's a tree growing behind him, so he cuts it down and makes it into a puppet, and I'm guessing the character's soul goes into that.
I don't know.
I
don't know if that's their own. I don't know if that's their own twist or I don't know the actual real much story on it.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've read the book, but I
just know the gruesome tale things that people talk about.
Yeah, definitely. But I remember.
Don't want to talk about.
Yeah. I remember one instance where Pinocchio's talking to this giant chimera character. I don't know who this is supposed to be, but
oh yeah, it's I saw that in the trailer. I was like,
it's on the poster too.
Okay, yeah, I was like, oh well, in the trailer it has kind of moving and everything. I was going okay, did we go to Egypt all of a sudden or something?
Yeah,
I thought we were in Italy.
Yeah. Italy, where puppets have British accents, and we got friggin' Egyptian chimeras talking to puppets. Makes sense. It's fascist Italy. It was a weird time.
What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening?
A man. A human being, more specifically. Because you crawl, you learn to walk.
Pinocchio would know that?
Oh, there's a good twist.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, yeah, that's coming out. That will be coming out later in December, I believe. Let me see here. November 11th, 2022 in theaters, and December 9th, 2022 on Netflix. That's two.
Your whole thing with how certain directors are doing horror adaptations and all like that.
Yeah.
If someone added the right music and edited it just right, you could alter this to make it seem like a horror movie as well too.
Oh yeah.
And if you were to tell me this was the start of a Pinocchio horror series, I kind of believe that.
Yeah. Well, he is
just because I'm thinking of a more sadistic or chaotic.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that.
I don't know how you can make Pinocchio more sadistic, but okay. Anyway, let's move on to the next.
Oh, you find a way.
Let's talk about this next trailer. Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. Look at this character in the ants chat here about this poster. He looks like a Tarkin from Star Wars Clone Wars.
He does.
Yep.
First of all, let's just get this out of the way here, okay? Friggin', oh yeah, Sarah Bear. Bear says, Scrooge. Let me just put it this way. Yeah, look, A Christmas Carol is good, but it's overdone. I like to call A Christmas Carol a Christmas movie that cheats. You take a good story and the only thing you have to rely on is the visual style. Tell me I'm wrong. I know there are different ways and interpretations, but yeah, like I said, cheap movie. But anyway, this one's coming to Netflix, and honestly, after watching the trailer, I really have no comment. It's like the original poem, but there's like modern lingo. I can imagine that's been done, but it just feels naked without the old like Charles Dickens like verbiage. You know what I'm talking about? Vocabulary.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is like how you said, it's kind of like easy and cheapish and all like that. But like, yeah, the only thing I can say with that is just like saying, Christmas movies. Like that's the only thing I could just say. Mostly, it's just like they're either done a certain way or like they're either done over much, or I don't know.
Yeah. I do like there was this one joke at the end where they pay an homage to Bill Murray's Scrooge with the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, you felt this, didn't you? You pops him in the head. I also want to point out one thing here. I know basically a lot of people have seen this story and they know what he looks like, but I'm just going to say it up front here. This is the first Christmas Carol movie that has shown the third ghost in the trailer. And look, I know everybody knows what he looks like. He's like this hooded creature. Sometimes he's not, but like, you're trying to build up the suspense. He's supposed to have that horrifying presence. That's what kind of makes the story have like this dark turn. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you know the story, you kind of know what's...
Yeah, and this one, what does this one look like? He looks like Dr. Livesey if he was like in a cape. What the fuck?
Oh shit! Here we go again.
If I see an animation of the Ghost of Christmas Future from Scrooge: A Christmas Carol doing the Dr. Livesey walk, I will totally make the movie declare it an instant classic.
I don't think it's something I'm gonna watch though.
Yeah, me neither. I just wanted to bring it up because it was a thing.
I'll stick with Klaus. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Speaking of good anime,
I'll stick to my old stop motion and claymation.
Oh my god,
movies.
We gotta watch another one of those this year. Yeah, we watched. If you guys don't know, after Ants, we watched like one of those Rankin Bass movies. Like 2 years ago, we watched Year Without a Santa Claus. Then we watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I guess this year we have to watch like fucking, I don't know, maybe Jack Frost.
One of them, yeah.
I know that's technically not. That's technically
we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, of course. Then let's talk about.
Let's watch the Little Drummer Boy. The sad tale of a boy wandering through the freaking ice.
I always make that tradition
with a drum.
I always make that a tradition to watch that movie on Christmas Eve. Oh, look at that! Hey, look at that! Twilight Sparkle is trending on Twitter. Anyway, let's go on.
Oh dear Lord!
Let's talk about this last trailer. I just want to talk about this briefly because it's. I know it's brief, but why not? Apollo 10.5. This trailer was brought to my attention thanks to the guys at the Creative Skull Cult. Shout out to you guys. Watch Krampus. That doesn't count. Anyway. This, like I said, let me see if I get my notes here. The animation in this is breathtaking. It looks like old school rotoscope, like when they used to take footage and they painted over it to make it look animated. It's a coming-of-age story, and the plot goes, the only way Richard Linklater could tell it. Inspired by Linklater's own life, Apollo 10.5, a space age childhood takes you to the moon. Childhood takes you to the moon and back in this story about growing up in the 1960s in Houston, Texas. Essentially, these guys come to this kid saying, hey, we need you to go to space to help us out with a mission. And he has to keep it a secret from his parents and friends. Boy, I can't wait to see what happens on liftoff day. It gives me, like I said, it gave me like a feeling. If you guys have ever seen the movie October Skies, based on the movie Rocket Boy, that told the story of Homer Hickam.
Oh wait, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
They show it in schools everywhere for some reason.
Yeah, I like that.
To inspire you.
I like that movie. I think it's good.
No, yeah. It's a good movie, but like it's weird that that's a movie to just like to use the most to inspire children.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I suppose so. But like,
I
one
mean, like,
my favorite scene in that movie is when they're at the breakfast table and he just randomly comes out, "I'm gonna build a rocket." Yeah, bring that up to your parents in a modern age, then they won't be more concerned and less impressed. But like, you know, the movie stars Glenn Powell, Zachary Levi, and Jack Black. Written and directed by Richard Linklater. And you can watch it on Netflix on April 1st. That's pretty much that. Excuse me, I was stuttering. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that briefly. I mean, like, I thought it looked really good. I like how it has like that, they were able to capture like the 1960s of Houston, Texas. The animation, oh my god, I love it. It looks amazing.
Yeah. I don't know if either of you seen Bill Burr's series on Netflix, F is for Family.
I've only seen parts of it.
A little bit of it.
It has a very similar feeling as well too of that the old like the old times like that. This one with its animation and everything, I pulled it up just to get the feel back for it. I do kind of like this style and everything like that, but like I don't know why. For some reason, the more I watch animation like that, the more I'm just going like, it just makes me feel relaxed and want to fall asleep. like not saying it's bad animation or anything like that. It just makes me think. It just makes me go so mellow.
Yeah, it's like one of those deals. It's like, animation did good if they did something like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's also just like the premise of this as well too. It's like we need you, kid, to test this out. It's like, didn't you use monkeys before?
Yeah, it was
like why not use the monkeys and shit?
I don't know if they really did
like
that.
Granted, yeah.
Was that?
What use monkeys for?
Yeah, I don't know if they ever did that for real or not. Whether that was a rumor. Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did. There's a plaque for some of them.
Oh, really? I like learning. Yeah. I like learning things. I always thought it was just like something that was satirical.
I could have sworn there was. Like I don't know if they used them for like any like.
Did they send monkeys?
I don't know for like any super like dangerous or complicated things, but I think like just to test out,
Yep,
the vacuum of space.
Yep, a total of 32 monkeys have flown in space. These species include Rex and Marnicus, squirrel monkeys, pig-tailed monkeys. Chimpanzees have also flown. On June 1949, Albert II became the first monkey in space, but he died on re-entry when the parachute on his capsule failed. Anyway, Emma. So,
poor monkey.
Yeah, poor monkey. There's pictures? Oh dear Lord! Oh my God!
Oh wait, I think Robot Chicken did a whole skit on this too.
Oh, he's too little. I don't want to see these.
Yeah.
This is horrible. I don't like this. They're so little and cute. No.
But no, yeah, it's just like from watching the trailer again of it, and just like.
Yeah, it's like what?
Even this part right here too. It's all secretive, kid. You can't tell anybody.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Again, why are you coming to me? Like,
I think it's because he had like I can't remember the plot too well. It was like he had he wrote a paper or something. I don't know.
It was something like that.
Maybe he said a bunch of
I know, like how you said they were watching. Yeah, like they were watching him or something.
Yeah, I believe so. Anyway, let's move on to the next piece of news here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
A bit.
You may know him as the guy who was flickering the lights.
Nosferatu.
You may know him as the guy that was flickering the lights at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
So, first of all, if you guys don't know, for those who don't know, Nosferatu is a 100-year-old silent German vampire movie inspired by Dracula. I actually watched it for the first time, the original one with my girlfriend last Monday, and it was good. We thought it was great. We just had a hard time finding a good print with better audio, so we chose one with like endless organ music. It was weird. So apparently a remake for this film has been in the works. And according to my research, the director of the proposed remake, Robert Eggers, known for movies such as The Lighthouse and The Witch, had reported that after like going into the production for a while, he said, "I don't know, maybe Nosferatu doesn't need to be made again, even though I've spent so much time on that." I brought that up because honestly, it's something you don't see directors saying. Like you see a movie rather not needing a remake, but we still have stars for it now, and that would be Lily.
Well, in this day and age, it's kind of hard to find one of them.
Yeah, it is. Does it? Well, then again, to be fair on his thing, no movie needs to be doesn't really need to be made, but you know. See, no argument. Anyway.
No, I'm trying to work out the logic. That's why, because I'm right here just going
like here's the thing. Like you look at like movies like say I don't know, Titanic. Did that movie really need to be made?
Depends on your perspective of it. Like, because it doesn't necessarily. It's not like necessarily talking specifically about the tragedy.
It's an old lady. It's an old lady talking about the one time she got some good dick.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Pretty much, yeah. That's all it is. Like they're literally listening to a woman, like an old lady, talk about the first time she either just cheated on someone, or depending on your perspective, because like I know she wasn't like involved specifically with the other guy.
Fuck Cal.
But yeah, it's just like the whole thing of just like she just went and cheated on him, and yeah, she had fun.
Yep. Anyway, we have stars for the remake. Lily Rose Depp, and they got Bill Skarsgård to play Count Orlok. Okay, Nosferatu himself. You may know
Orlok.
You may know Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Clown in the remake of it. And now I'm just going to refer to him as Count Orlok. No longer will Willem Dafoe have that second title. So, like I said, it's based on the Dracula novel, excuse me. And after watching it, I can see a lot of comparisons. The reason why he's called Count Orlok is because there was a lawsuit thrown at them, and they had to like kind of differentiate it away from the story by adding like new elements such as like the plague and different characters and everything like that. But they still lost the case, and they were ordered to destroy every existing copy of the movie. Clearly, they didn't. If you haven't seen the original, it's really good.
I mean, I know, like, for a fact that there's a site that's dedicated to, like, finding every kind of video game that was made in, like, the 80s or something like that.
Yeah.
And, like, making emulators out of them for people to play online.
Yeah, I would love to see an emulator of Tennis for 2.
But like the whole idea is just like I feel like there are people out there that are still like trying to find or get these movies that shouldn't be seen, but people are gonna like just put them online and anyway just be like, hey, did y'all think this movie wouldn't be made? Guess what? It is.
Yes. You gotta be kidding me! There really is an emulator for Tennis for 2. How do you even do that? Anyway,
People find ways.
It was made on radar equipment, for God's sake. Anyway,
Again, people find ways.
Yeah, why not? Next thing you know, you'll be seeing people make an emulator for Pong. I want to see a video game emulator that basically... I want to see a video game emulator, right, No, wait, excuse me. I want to see a community where they agree one game is not allowed to be emulated. It's like against video game law. It's like if you guys emulate Centipede, we will find you. We will kill you.
I mean, there were certain games on Steam that had to be taken off due to what they represent.
Yep.
Or like just because of what they, or just because like they outright explicitly said what they are. Like like there was literally a game not about like trying to like force someone to like have sex or anything like that. God. It was literally like something about like filling them up first and shit.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Or it was like something about them being on that train and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. While we're on that subject, I want to point out a little thing that I found out today. At a discount price, apparently you can get Postal 2 for $5. You know, the game that's banned from all over the place for being really weird, disgusting, and violent, and is actually illegal to own in New Zealand. Yeah, you can actually get sent.
Sounds like my game.
Yeah, apparently you can get like 10 years in prison in New Zealand. I believe you have to pay like a $50,000 fine if you own the game.
Damn.
If you guys
That,
are you guys aware?
that has to be a great story to tell.
What do you expect? It's a guy. You're playing a random dude who just murders random people and you urinate on their corpses.
Yeah, the idea behind it is like the character has one bad day, or he's having a bad day and everything like that, and he's like forcing everybody to have a similar day.
Yeah, Catechris did a review of it, and he actually made a good observation. If you want to play the game, you can do it without being a dick. Like there's a scene where you have to rob a bank when getting food, and I'm like, no, you could just stand in line and pay for your food. It's that simple. Hey, Cruiser, how you doing?
It's been a long weekend.
I can tell. Anyway, we were just talking about the Nosferatu remake with Bill Skarsgård.
Guard.
It's Gord. I looked it up, and apparently I don't know if that's how he pronounces it in his name, but yeah, I looked up the pronunciation vocally. It's pronounced Bill Skarsgård. Maybe I might be wrong. He might pronounce it differently.
Don't care. We're English.
We're American. We speak American here.
Yes.
Well, it's not.
We invented the English language.
Actually, you didn't.
No, we
adapted
the
the English.
bastardized version.
Yeah, you adapted the English
language.
language.
You didn't invent the English language. Americans didn't invent the English language, dude.
And you thought I was
We just bastardized it to
Jesus
death.
Christ, dude.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have to owe the Phoenicians money now. No wait, that was the alphabet. Huh. Well, you know, I actually looked it up. Apparently, it's a West Germanic language brought to Britain in the mid 5th to 7th centuries. Anyway, of course it was the Anglo-Saxons. Anyway, let's talk about this little bit of news that made me really happy this week. The Fantastic Beasts series is finally canceled. What was meant to be a 7-film franchise is just being narrowed down to 3. Warner Brothers actually canceled something that wasn't good and didn't need to continue.
Evan's just happy because now it makes his Star Wars seem that it sucks less.
Evil has been defeated.
Yeah, man, they got rid of the series. It's like really good. Like seriously, my dad saw. I didn't even bother watching the 3rd one, but my dad did. I'm like, so was Secret of Dumbledore good? He's like, what do you think? I'm like, I'm assuming it was a lost masterpiece. Evan, just shut up. Anyway, Emma. So like, yeah, let's put the J.K. Rowling controversy aside. This was a horrible franchise. I don't care what anybody says. It was a horrible franchise. But yeah,
I just feel the name didn't fit after the first one.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts. Where to find them? Fantastic Beasts. The conflict of Fantastic Beasts. The secret of Dumbledore. First of all, we already know what his secret is. Second of all, what? When you think of Fantastic Beasts, that sounds like a one-off title.
No, Fantastic Beasts 2, the fucking baggage of the Wizarding World. Fantastic Beasts number 3. God damn it, Dumbledore.
Fantastic Beasts 2, Thundercats edition.
Fantastic Beasts, Electric Boogaloo. But yeah, like
no, fucking Thundercats edition would have probably made it better.
This is what I think. This is what my consensus. The first movie, it's basically Doctor Who if it was Harry Potter. A guy recruits a random human and they go on a weird quest. The second one, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Know what's going on. I don't give a shit. The third one, we already know what his secret is. Dumbledore's gay. Give it a break. Anyway,
And I still don't see it either.
Yeah, I really don't. It's not worth watching. Trust me. But what does this mean for the Wizarding World? Apparently, Warner Brothers is looking into making a series set in the Potterverse with Rowling as a consultant. So we got more Potterverse stuff on the way, perhaps with some of the original cast. I mean, what would you guys like to see in terms of a Harry Potter series on streaming on HBO? Is it on HBO? Yeah.
What I'd like
That'll be
to
on
see is
HBO.
something involving the founders of Hogwarts.
That's a good one. I would like to see
That'd be
that.
kind of.
Nothing.
I could see something like that with sort of a Game of Thrones style with it.
Ah, there you go. Except they have wands and not swords.
Honestly, absolutely nothing.
Really?
Franchise needs to die.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
Well, like
I'm not talking about the whole J.K. Rowling and all that bullshit. I'm talking about it just needs to go. The cow has been milked. It is now shooting out dry fucking powder.
not really. I mean, like, okay, yeah.
well, it's because like no one wants to really touch it like that much. Honestly, like people have good ideas for it, but no one really wants to get on it because of JK and all like that.
Yeah, but like,
but it's
that's the thing. Going back with the, I'm sorry. Go on. Excuse me.
no. I'm really trying to think of what it was. There was something on like why some people don't want to work on it.
Honestly, I think it's because, like, from what I've heard, when it comes to working with J.K. Rowling, she's really specific on details. It's like the best way I can describe. Most people describe it is like, are you guys familiar with the production of Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Kind of.
With
You told me something about how Walt Disney betrayed her or something like that.
No. What happened was, shit. Who was the woman who wrote Mary Poppins? Friggin'. Shit, I gotta look this up. Who wrote Mary Poppins? P.L. Travers. When she sold the rights, she wasn't gonna sell the rights fully to Disney because it was her character and everything there, but she still had, she was kind of obligated to do it because she was having financial trouble, so she tried to like wave her way in there by like taking over the production. And she had like very weird demands. Like I think one of the famous ones was she didn't want the color red anywhere in the film. She didn't like.
Okay.
She didn't want any animation in it. She didn't want it to be a musical because the stories are based on her own experiences. But yeah, she finally felt like nobody. It wasn't. I think from what I remember, it wasn't going anywhere. Walt Disney had to do a couple of words to her and everything like that. And yeah, he just said, fine, just do whatever you want. Now Disney didn't invite her to the premiere, right? I don't know if it was explained why, but I think the reason why is because he didn't want to see what he did to her story. But yeah, when she saw it, she hated it. Like when she saw the dancing penguin sequence, she's like, you got to get rid of the penguins. Just get rid of the penguins. And he looks at her and says, Pamela, what's done is done. You gave us the rights.
Wow.
It's kind of a sad story because kind of both ends kind of won. She got help with her finances and she got her movie. If you want to see a good like kind of satirical but kind of not recall of it, watch Saving Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks as Walt Disney. That was probably one of the best casting choices ever made, in my opinion. They even show stuff Disney wouldn't even allow to show on screen, like showing him drink and smoke. But they want to make him more human. So like anyway, but yeah, I like Cruz's idea of just showing like the founders of Hogwarts, how Hogwarts was founded. Honestly, if I wanted to see anything, I would like to see, because long ago there was a short film on YouTube where they tell the life of Tom Riddle, right? And it was a fan-made project. Warner Brothers tried to take him down, but the fans literally argued, saying, "Look, we're not doing this for money. We're just a bunch of fans making a story." And Warner Brothers was like, "Wait, really? Oh, in that case, by all means, have fun." I'm like, yeah, they're like, yeah, you can take anything you want from it. We're just trying to tell a story, that's all. So yeah, I would like to, considering how much the backstory each character has, which I learned through Movie Flame's YouTube channel, I would like to see like stories on individual characters, like the backstory, like showing a series about Professor Snape, what it was like growing up in Hogwarts, or like show the backstory of Hagrid and all the troubles he had to go through when being a student at Hogwarts, because I think he was also like, Hagrid was like the subject for like racial like bullying and everything like that. Tell the story of the Marauders. That would be cool. Just go back. Don't go forward. And just, Newt Scamander. He was just an author they're mentioned once in the series. Did that really need to be made into a series?
Well, not just that. It's also just because like he like his books were meant like on like great adventures, like on what he did. Which is like why I would have been more interested in that than like, you know, like I would have been more interested in like us exploring like probably they couldn't like explore all of England and Europe specifically, but like
Yeah.
it would have been interesting for them like to, you know, explore America.
That's what they did in the
like
first movie. That's what they did in the first movie. That's the
But
one.
no, I meant more of it. Like I would have liked the movies to have been more like that instead, like of him like where he released I think he called the Thunderbird Fred or something like that.
I don't remember. But like I remember
Yeah, but like he releases the Thunderbird in New York and all.
I think that's the one thing the series did right. They show wizarding from like other parts of the world. From like the first one was America. I think the second one was France. I think the last one may have been Germany. I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah, which I would have been okay with, you know, just staying in America and learning more about like the other houses of like the American Ilvermorny, if I remember right.
I don't remember, but I heard one proposed idea was to take them to Japan, but which I really would have loved to see wizarding in Japan. That would have been cool. I think
that would have been a great idea on like all the every myth and everything like that.
Yeah, like you get to see different creatures in different area. I guess that's why they call it Fantastic Beasts, because you're exploring the world, finding beasts in that area that would be synonymous with the wizarding world.
Which is what I literally thought they were gonna do with the series, was like we were gonna like, you know, at least like as he's finding all these different creatures and everything like that, we're exploring like different areas of the world that like have magical or somewhat magic influence.
Yeah, that would be cool. And a good series of a guy just trying to find a different creature and coming across creatures in different areas.
Which was pretty much what he was meant to be. Like that's what his character.
But no, we gotta get a story with Dumbledore and his freak ass boyfriend trying to stop World War II. Or something. I don't fucking know. No, and I don't care. The series is over. We'll see what they go with it. Before we go...
Well, I actually remember something Harry Potter related. Jablonski sent me a clip of that whatever that movie is of Daniel Radcliffe in drag singing "Coming Around the Mountain When She Comes."
Oh yeah,
and you know, you gotta give it to Daniel Radcliffe. He refuses to let being Harry Potter typecast him. He does not give a shit.
He just played Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, so. Did you also not see him in Two Guns Akimbo?
Nope.
No, I did not.
Fucking Two Guns Akimbo is so much fun.
For those of you who are watching and don't know, there's a series where what was the series that he where he sang that song "Coming Around the Mountain"? What was the series?
Blessings? No.
Yeah.
No.
He's like an angel or something like that, isn't he?
No, it's like he's a priest. He's a priest.
Yeah, that's what it was. He's
basically
a priest,
look up the video of Daniel Radcliffe singing "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain." We at Ants here declare it to be the best video on YouTube. No arguments. No arguments. No examples. No frickin' things. You can shut your yap. That is the best video on YouTube. No arguments.
But yeah, Cruiser, if you just look up posters of
Miracle Workers is the name.
Miracle Workers. Thank you.
Yeah, but Cruiser, if you just look up Two Guns Akimbo, there's a poster of Daniel Radcliffe. Like his character in the series, or not series, in the movie, his character is like bolted. Guns are bolted to his hands. And he's literally like going.
He's wearing pajamas. He has a robe on with bear slippers.
Yeah,
cool. Wingardium Leviosa, motherfuckers.
Like he looks insane because he like it takes place in like they're filming in England, right? Like.
Yeah,
I think that's where it was because like it's a part of like some sort of game and all like that. He's literally there's pictures of him walking around London because like he's not wearing pants. He's literally like wearing his boxers and like a tank top and a robe and bear slippers.
That's hilarious. Anyway, we have to go into this last thing before we go into Cruiser's segment of Hooked on Harmonics.
I got nothing, Evan.
You got nothing? That's okay.
I am fried.
It's okay, man. It's all good. Can't win them all. So this last one. We don't usually talk about sports on this stream, but we got something for you this week that has been shaking the anime world by storm. It took 25 years, but at last, 10-year-old Ash Ketchum has finally been dubbed a Pokemon Master. I mean, technically, but yeah.
10-year-old.
This week,
He's a corporation's wet dream. 10 years old with 25 years experience.
this week, okay. This week in the Pokemon episode, Finals 5, Ivy, is it 5? Or is it 4?
4.
Yeah, no, 4.
Final 4 partner, Ash crushed Leon with his Pikachu in the Masters 8 tournament. Leaning him as one of the top, like dubbing him as one of the top trainers in the world, essentially. This team consisting of Pikachu, Dragonite, Gengar, Lucario, Sirfetch'd, and Dracovic. And
Sirfetch'd.
And just, yeah, this was just incredible. Like, everybody was talking about, sports networks were talking about this victory. Everybody all over the world was talking about this victory. Even Japan. In Japan, they had, in one of the squares, they had it broadcast on the street signs, just everywhere.
It was Shibuya, I think it was.
Yeah.
And Shibuya, Japan. I actually have the photo of it on there. It's on the Ants chat. Everybody was celebrating this major victory. So, yeah.
And we have 3 episodes left.
Yep, we still have 3 episodes left. Will it be the end of the
I
anime?
thought it was 2.
I don't know. But, like, we still have a lot, but we'll see what happens after that. I mean, Ash had a hard road. This is why I like Ash. Everybody thought he was pathetic because he finally only got 1 win. And I'm like, no. Here's what the point of Ash was. He's an example of you're gonna fail at the big top sometimes. But what do? You don't give up. You keep going and going. Even if you fall on your face, keep going. You'll get better and better. And that's what he did.
Wait, which version are you talking about?
What?
Which version of Ash are you talking about? This one,
No,
or
this is the same Ash.
Yeah, this is the same Ash, dude.
no? Well, no. Like, no, this is not the one that lost all those other ones.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Dude, what are you talking about? Unless you want to refer to him by his name, by his Japanese name, Satoshi, but you know.
No, it's just a different art style. This is still the same Ash.
Yeah, it's still the same Ash all throughout the years.
He's won a tournament before.
No,
Not,
won.
not-
Technically, he's
he's won a
lost his
tournament.
3-5.
Yeah, he's won a tournament.
He
Like,
won
No, he lost. Okay,
Orange Islands.
he's won Orange Islands, the Alola League, and now the World Coronation Cup.
Oh,
yeah,
technically
like
also the Battle
no,
Frontier.
well,
Technically also the Battle
well,
Frontier.
yeah, the Battle Frontier was one of them.
Does anybody really care that he did?
No, it wasn't. That didn't count as league.
Well, no, it's not a league, of course, but like still, he's won like a serious contest and all like that is what I mean. Because like I'm right here just going like I love how people are making this a big thing. Like because I know it's like it's a big bigger event in the Pokemon League or the Pokemon world and like that.
Yeah.
But I'm also just right here going like people know he's won other things before, right?
Well, no, this is
Like
the
that's
big,
all.
Yeah.
Well, this is the big leagues. He only won 1 league tournament, and that was the Alola region. And now he's.
But no, my point is that he's won other serious contests. Is what I mean.
Yeah, but they were like minor.
Yeah, he's won other contests, but when we're talking about specifically leagues, he's won 3 of them.
He has not won contests. Ash is not a coordinator. He is a trainer.
Ash is a fictional character.
I know, right?
Shut the fuck up, Cruiser. Shut the fuck up, Cruiser, before I kick your Ash.
Honestly, by the way that
He
Cruz has
won
been
it.
looking, he could kick yours.
It's like,
It's very unlikely.
It's like
It's like what?
Oh my god, take a screenshot quick.
He just froze on my head. Cruiser, you just froze when you said that.
Take a screen cap quick.
I did it. I got
Someone
it.
told me they did that.
I totally wish you did.
You got it?
We got a caller coming in. It's Angel of Speed. I wish I did. I gotta go back and rewind it. There's a clip waiting to happen. All right, Angel of Speed coming in, and right now.
My button was covered. I couldn't get to it in time.
Damn. All right, let's go. Angel of Speed, you are on Ants.
Why, hello there.
Hello there, Angel of Speed. We were
Howdy.
just talking about Ash's victory.
I saw.
Yeah.
you have any comments for it?
Well, I heard that BBC News of all things covered it on there, which is kind of baffling to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, like
I think ESPN also covered it. Well, they covered the Alola thing. They got like World of Games also did it. It was like all over the place.
yeah, odd how major news stations are covering something from Pokemon.
Well, you know, they news stations have covered a lot of stuff, like the death of Superman. They covered the death of Godzilla. They've covered a lot of interesting stuff.
They're covering esports for God's sakes. Which I'm sorry, yes, like video games are cool and everything, but I'm sorry, they don't need to be that competitive.
I know. Here's that picture of Ronald McDonald's ass again.
Huh?
That is a long story. Anyway, but yes,
And I'm sure I don't want to know.
Yes, you do. Anyway, yeah, the whole thing going on with this is just, I think it's funny. I think it's really funny.
I mean, it's cool to see like this is one thing that you can see that the whole world could get behind.
In the grand scheme of things, like it's cute in the grand scheme of things. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Maybe just because I'm getting older and more cynical, but I can't help but think it was written into the script, guys.
Well, that's the
Japan
thing.
was being a codpiece this whole time.
Actually,
that's what they thought about the first series.
Well, let's talk about this. What does this mean for the anime? Because a while back, one of the crew members, I believe it was the creator of the show, once said, if he were to become a master, the show would end. The last episode is set to air in Japan, entitled Pokemon. I'm glad I got to meet you. A rumored play on the first episode of Pokemon. Pokemon, I choose you.
Wait, the anime is ending? Like for real?
They haven't announced anything new for a new series yet.
And you said that name wrong, Evan.
Huh?
You said the name wrong.
Pokemon, I'm glad I chose you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
I chose you.
What did I say?
Meet. I'm glad to meet you. I'm glad I met you.
Oh, I'm looking at the reason why. Maybe I'm a mistranslation on the webpage I copied it from.
Did you get it from Bulbapedia?
No. But no, like, what do you think? You guys think the anime, without any announcements, do you guys think the anime should end?
Yes.
Yes and no.
I mean I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Ending the end of Ash's story, yes. The end of Pokemon, no, not really. I don't see that.
Yeah, that's where I stand at it. It's like the Pokemon anime should continue, but not with Ash.
Like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, we don't necessarily have to always follow Ash in his lineage, really. Like, again, we were talking about this before. Like, I would love it for them to like have it like the Pokemon games where we have, the different protagonists that we've been playing every single time that we name whatever. I'd be down for that, just like how we were talking about, like they used to have before the Pokemon Red and Blue series thing that was before that little show came out. They had the other Pokemon Chronicles, which had the kids from the first,
like the side characters, and there was one like original story with Brandon, the protagonist of Silver and Gold.
Yeah. Came out around the same time as like Gen 3 or whatever.
Word has it that they might be going with Go as the next protagonist.
That makes sense. Go would probably make sense because he was kind of like.
Only thing that's hindering that really is his involvement with Project Mew. Other than that, yeah, I think the protagonist of the games would be nice as a change of pace.
Say if we took a break from Ash and followed May as she's starting her journey throughout the hers was the Hoenn League, right? With Poor Chick. Yeah, like where we're just following her life as she's becoming a Pokemon coordinator or something like that. Like, I'd be okay with something like that. And, like, every now and then,
want to see.
Yeah.
The one I want to see And yes, I know we have a movie and a mini series of it. I want more of the Hussein region.
The which one?
Hussein region,
Which one was
our
it?
Legends Arceus is.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
that'd be pretty cool.
in the past.
Take a little past break.
That'd be kind of nice too.
Definitely.
Or at least learning how like people would start learning how to start catching Pokemon and everything. Or like there was a thing long ago where it was an idea for a Pokemon game would be similar to how Arceus is, where you went around like just like writing about them and everything. But it was the idea of like playing as the young Professor Oak, and like learning about the his area and all like that.
Angel Speed, thank you for joining us tonight, by the way.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anyway, like there was one, they did do that in the Celebi movie, Pokemon Forever, I believe, had an experiment with that. That was a time when they had like steampunk Pokeballs. You never saw that movie, did you?
I saw it.
I don't remember the steampunk Pokeballs.
They're not. They are, but they aren't. It's really complicated. They technically count as it, but they're not. It's like the Pokeballs. You have to wind them.
You mean the time ball?
No, it kind of. It's like it's really complicated, but people count them as like kind of steampunk Pokeballs. It's like the closest thing.
I mean, the only thing I'm remembering is the Dark Ball, the villain of that movie used.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where
yeah,
it somehow
in that movie, it followed a young Professor Oak in his journey. But yeah, if they went look at like a series like Yu-Gi-Oh. Whenever there's a new protagonist, they introduce a new mechanic to the game. Imagine that if they like did something with that like from this point forward, where they just introduced the new mechanic introduced in like the new games. Like in this case, it's the Crystallize whatever Pokemon.
Yeah,
I think it'd be interesting.
I cannot wait for. If I'm not making Chex Mix on Friday, I'm playing Pokemon.
Definitely, I'm not gonna be able to make it until Christmas. Here's that picture of Ronald McDonald's ass again.
Why would I want to see that?
Okay, so if you don't...
Because Evan has a fetish.
Yeah, it's Evan's new thing.
Well, what happened was, here's what happened. Like, we were talking about the Macy's parade, and how the stream after the how the stream after Thanksgiving, we're doing like a Black Friday toy commercial reaction stream, and one of the things was when he brought up the Macy's parade, like there was this one time where the Ronald McDonald balloon came into the screen. I think it was like in 2000 whatever, and like it shows a shot from behind the balloon, and they gave him an ass crack. If you go to the Ants chat, you can actually see the photo. It's less like an ass crack and more like a gash on the back of his leg, but you can kind of see like an outline.
In other news, on the 19th, I will actually be going to Free Play Florida again, just for the day, not the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this because not only will I be seeing my friend Billy Mitchell again, but I will be seeing one of their featured guests. And I'll give you a hint on who it is.
You stole that cartridge from me. Give it
back.
Oh,
you son of a bitch.
The extra testicle?
Howard Scott Warshaw.
That's my cartridge, you bastard.
Creator of the worst.
When did you steal that?
The creator. What's that, Jablonski?
I actually had a chance to play that when I was in Florida.
What was your take on it? Because I got to play it too.
Yeah.
With how hard. Bad it was, it's a little over dramatized.
Here, because when I played this, it was hard, but I wouldn't say it was awful.
Jablonski, you would change your mind if you were the guy that had to pay all that for all those copies and refunds.
Because I wasn't born then.
And because I've seen all the reviews, I know what all those little symbols at the top of the screen meant, I knew what to do. So maybe for me, it was just a little bit easier than someone who was just going into it blind. But I'm really looking forward to this because it's actually going to be like the first person related to Atari that I've met in the video game world. And I wanted to see if I can try to find some sort of a like ET print for him to sign, but he'll just be selling his books and DVDs there. He's actually a therapist now, which I find absolutely hilarious because he goes, with that game of mine, I may have caused a lot of angst and PTSD. So, and now I'm trained to treat it. So I think I'm just creating a client base for myself.
I was about to say that.
Comes in, gets a guy that had a
a
whole thing, just like his family got divorced. His family got divorced after they bought that game. He found out he has cancer. Like everything just turned around. Everything just went to hell the moment they bought that game.
E.T. killed my children, raped my wife, and got me cancer. Worst game ever.
Yeah,
so I need to put in the water supply.
I'm probably just gonna have him sign this, if nothing else.
But yeah,
Cruiser said he was seeing it. I'm like, I got a cartridge. I wish I was there. I could have gotten a son of cartridge. Like, yeah, I'll take it. And like, yeah, okay. And then we went. So then we went to a restaurant.
Yeah.
We went to a restaurant, and I gave him the cartridge. And then after that, we went mini golfing. Where I crushed him.
By 3.
But yeah, we the way that I played it was at a charity event. It was overnight. It was like a 24-hour gaming event.
Oh my god!
Play ET for charity.
Well,
Let's see how far you.
No, that was one of the game
Cruiser.
options. It was like all types of gaming were on the table.
Yeah, Cruiser. Bear in mind also.
Someone brought in their Atari with a whole bunch of games, and one of them was ET. So I'm like, okay, I am not going to have the chance to do this ever again. I'm playing this thing.
Also, Cruiser, may I remind you that there's also a desert bus for charity.
Yeah, that I get, but this?
Sure, why not? The game.
And if you want to make it better, if you want to make it better, just play the Atari version of Desert Bus.
Dude, I remember.
Cruiser. Did you see Tide in the Shadows? Did you see Tide in the Shadows top 10 90s buses?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Although I
fell asleep. I fell asleep at Desert Bus, so I missed like the other 2. I think it was. 2 or 3.
I will say his number 10 rank with the Spice Girls bus was probably the best one. That and Desert Bus, those are the best ones. But dude, are you running out of steam or something?
It's probably because he's getting his end of the year list together.
Possibly. Yeah, Thomas.
We are hitting that point.
Yeah, Thomas Shadows, for whatever reason, did a top 10 video of the top 10 buses throughout the 90s. You can guess what was number 1.
The Venga Party Bus?
The one from Speed.
No, and no. They were both on the list, but no.
Dude, I remember I had
the Magic School Bus.
There you go.
Hey.
I was about to say, I remember when I was in like physics class, we had to make a realistic version about what would happen to the bus if it went. You know that scene in Speed where he goes over the bridge and it like goes from this and like somehow bends upwards, defies physics. So for my physics class, we had to remake that. We had to analyze that scene and figure out where it would end up for real. So I, being the only editor there, actually remade the scene and showed it to him. But every night he's like, "Yeah, that's good, but it has to be like 1 inch up." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Like I had to redo the video like 5 times to show him what's going on. Like, dude, come on, I made this. Come on. But he was one of those teachers like, "That's a really good job. I love it." But it's like 1 inch below, maybe right there. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
It's like a recording and a producer goes like, "That was perfect. One more time."
Exactly. Yep. Teachers and good old. I don't remember. All my science teachers in high school were bad. They were like the defense against the dark arts teachers in Hogwarts. They were just each one of them was worse and got fired for some reason. Good old Mr. Burger.
But speaking of my friend Billy, It's all over YouTube, so it doesn't matter at this point. But he's been featured in a lot of YouTube news again for supposedly sending a second lawsuit to the guy who started a lot of this, Carl Jobst. And here's the kicker: he didn't send him a second lawsuit. He sent him a letter of concern because despite Billy suing him, he's still making videos about him. And so he started a GoFundMe to raise funds for a lawsuit that has not happened. Yeah, and people are saying it's a prerequisite for a lawsuit to happen. I said, no, it's not. Because all Billy has to do is just not send that second lawsuit, and this goes against him in court.
Which is nuts.
It is, and yet people are still backing this guy Carl like there's no tomorrow. It's like, guys, I'm sorry, but until that second lawsuit's in his hand, he violated GoFundMe's terms of service. So if he takes all your money, that's all you guys.
Yeah,
and it doesn't seem.
Then you'd have a third lawsuit up his ass.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing how many people just want to, like, they really seem to think that whenever it's Billy versus Carl or anyone else, they kind of see it as David and Goliath, but they don't realize that Billy's actually David here. Okay, not the other way around.
Well, no, David and Goliath would more or less perceive it was like one guy versus a company, but I know what you're saying.
Well, these people tend to see Billy as like this giant, this millionaire giant that they can't topple, when that's really not the case. The guy is just a hot sauce mogul.
Yeah, I know. I guess that kind of proves my point, but you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, poor guy. He's lost a lot of business, and his career has taken a hit because of all this. And his lawsuit against Carl was never against his scores. Period. It was never for that. He's duplicated them many times. Guinness reinstated his records, or his scores, I should say. But when this whole thing started, it was started by some YouTuber named Apolo Legend, who was the one who claimed that Billy achieved his scores on an emulator. And things got a little out of control with this guy. Like, Billy was making a surprise appearance at some charity event. Like, it was announced last minute that he was going to do this to help raise funds for a family who was trying to afford a funeral for their son. And this guy, out of the blue, decides to fly all the way down here from across the country to basically troll Billy in real life. Not a good move, kid. But they did eventually settle. He never paid a single dime to Billy. He pulled his videos down, and they went their separate ways. But Apolo Legend, months later, committed suicide. It was very tragic. It was very sad. And this guy, Carl Jobst, said that Billy is the one who drove him to suicide. He put in a YouTube video. He spread it all over. And because Billy is such a controversial figure, it went viral. And it hurt his business. It hurt his career. People were harassing his family. And he said he was going to ignore Carl forever, but after this, he is now suing someone who lives in Australia.
See where that goes. Oh.
All I can say is I have no sympathy for the guy. Carl, I mean. Okay, there's a reason why you don't play armchair lawyer, and your internet street justice is not how the real world operates. Sorry. Okay, this is gonna hurt Carl, and I don't care. God, I just can't. That probably should have been my 2 minutes of controversy right there, but. But,
yeah.
Well, I saw Wakanda Forever.
How was that?
It was good. It did feel a little slow at times, but overall, it was a good movie. It played both as a tribute to Chadwick, while also showing the future of what the character Black Panther is going to be.
Nice.
If you've read the comics, you already know. I like how they introduced Riri Williams into this.
Is Ironheart
The
as
one
good
thing
as
I'm kinda looking-
is Ironheart
I'm
as
looking
good
Yeah,
as I
she's-
hope she is?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
they went with a completely different origin story for her.
Okay.
I can't wait. I love Ironheart. She's a character I really want to get to know more about. What?
Yeah, the way they introduced her felt a lot more organic to the MCU than her comic book counterpart.
Really?
For this, it's supposed to be that she is from Wakanda, right? Or
No.
okay.
She was always from Wakanda, I believe. Well,
No, not Riri Williams.
No.
she wasn't?
No.
Oh, I thought she was always Wakandan.
No, in like comics, she was just a New Yorker, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or LA or whatever, depending on wherever like Iron Man was.
This one, she's an MIT student.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a thing like the scene in Iron Man where he's doing that whole virtual reality memory thing. It's supposed to be a thing that she was a student in that crowd that he said that all your projects are being paid for. Like,
yeah, and you learn like the basics about her before the series she's in starts. Namor is actually pretty fucking legit in this.
So many people are going hard for that. Like it's just because of him being a South American hero, right? Or, yeah, just because of like him being a South American hero, people are going as hard as they did for like Wakanda and everything, being like, "Yeah, represent."
Wait.
It's just like going. I love this.
Wait. Hold on. I should probably.
Hush, hush, hush. Here comes the bogeyman.
Okay, chop 5 minutes.
Okay, since we're doing spoilers, any of you guys really care about what happens in the movie?
The only question I have that I really want to know is, I've heard rumors that Submariner is actually introduced in the film, as well.
That's Namor.
Yeah, that's Namor.
Right. Excuse me. I did not know that was his real name. Please excuse me.
It's the same character.
But
No, the Submariner is just
Namor.
another nickname for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back. I don't want spoilers on this.
Okay.
I just did it for the audience.
All right. I'm probably not going to say any spoilers to begin with. But yeah, the action is pretty good. A lot of people with the first movie, I heard that they complained about Shiri in this, and this is a Shiri based movie. And this was essentially her wake up call. How she's dealing with the grief of the loss of her brother and just emotionally processing everything. And Baku is still fun as hell to watch.
Yeah. From some clips I've seen on TikTok and everything, it's supposed to be that Shuri was one of the people that was also blipped away, right? Or snapped away.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say so.
Because
know,
it's just because
the child was one of them.
Yeah, it's just because like there's a scene where the queen where she says like she's lost everything and all like that.
No, this is after the blip.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. And like
no, that was it. That was in present time. Saying why she said that would be a big spoiler. And like I said, I'm not going to try to ruin this one for some people. Evan did that to himself by putting the spoiler thing up. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys see it if you're one, a Black Panther fan, two, if MCU fan in general. When I say rush to it out, ASAP, unless you want to avoid spoilers, no, give it a little bit of time. It does kind of it feels like an hour and a half long movie than it does a 2-hour movie.
Here.
But see, even Skeeter agrees with me.
Kitty! Got a case of the zoomies? For those who don't know, zoomies are when cats go batshit crazy.
Oh, I know. Mine does that at like 3 a.m, an hour before I have to wake up for work.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, I came in at
But,
3 in the
yeah.
morning. I came in at 3 in the morning. What?
He was explaining. Cruiser was explaining the zoomies.
What, Jimmy's?
No, zoomies. When a cat goes
You
nuts.
never had it. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I heard you were saying the cat goes crazy.
But yeah.
It's just running all over the place. Got a case of the zoomies.
Yep. But yeah, overall, I had a good time with Wakanda Forever. Oh, and also, there's only a mid-credit scene, and I refuse to spoil that one because it's actually really, really good.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm glad you said it. I gotta see it sometime when I get the chance. I might see it when it comes on Disney Plus.
Let's see. I recently finished the the 4th season of The Dragon Prince. That was pretty good. Leave the spoiler screen on because there is at least a minor one.
Playing it again.
Hush, hush, hush. Here comes the bogeyman.
All right, chop 5 minutes.
Okay. It takes two years after the events of the last film, which, to be honest, I am not sure if that was a good idea. Because now all the characters are slightly older, and we find out that there's some stuff that happened, like Callum has not seen Rayla in 2 years. As far as he knows, she's not alive anymore. But it's like, wait, when did all this happen? Well, during that 2 years. Okay, so why did it happen? And they didn't answer that in this season. Maybe they will next season, but it feels like you guys wanted to jump the gun for no real reason. I mean, I don't get why they did that, but... And not to mention, it's called The Mystery of Erebos, but he's barely in it. I mean, it took 2 years for this? I mean, you could argue that maybe it's because of the budget cuts that Netflix that were going on at the time, but it just seems like we only got half of a season. And if you're trying to sell this as, the big 4th season, it didn't really come out like that well. But there was definitely a lot of highlights in there. Like, they had this really cool-looking dragon named Zootopia, who was actually voiced by Nicole Oliver, which I thought was pretty badass, to be honest with you. Soren is still the jokester Knights. He does get some redemption. Rayla has a little pet that she brings with her. And it's released in the first episodes on YouTube. We find out that one of the other characters has a boyfriend. So while there are some down points to this, there were still some highlights.
Okay. Sounds cool. Glad you had fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not all that happened in this week.
Also-
Did I mention also this week I kicked his ass at mini golf?
Yeah, I heard about that. Also, touching on since I said this last week, I'd be going a little more in depth with One Piece Film Red.
I gotta
A
play it
lot
again. I gotta
a
play
lot
it
of people
again,
are kind of
don't
it's been a week, so you don't have to.
I? All right, go ahead.
It's on some people. That's after a week. It's their fault, not ours.
Yeah.
But yeah, with One Piece Film Red, I talked about there was some things that they got my theater riled up to the point of you couldn't hear the fucking movie. And if you know about One Piece, you know about Luffy's Gear 5 / what's called Joy Boy. And as
Isn't that what
my and as
Game Boy's called?
as a friend of mine put it, it's like getting into a fight with Bugs Bunny. You are not gonna fucking win this thing. And it was only for a few seconds that they teased this. And the crowd went wild. And I mean, like, the whole theater went nuts. I even went crazy for it. I'm only a casual fan of One Piece. And it was hype as hell. And there was also a little update, too, because some people were questioning the canonity of either the movie or Uta, the main girl character in the film, on if she was canon. And the creator said, yes, she is. Because you see her in the manga by, like, a shadow. And the creator confirmed, yes, that is her. So she is canon in the series. I still haven't heard any much about the movie. I keep hearing it's not canon. Kind of makes sense, but again, casual fan. So I don't know for certain. But yeah, once I'd say if it's if you can find it in theaters, go watch it for sure. If not, then it will probably be on Crunchyroll eventually.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I see how these things go.
Yeah, the one thing I could put out with that is most people know that the writer Oda is mostly common for doing all these like foreshadowing or at least like hinting of a character somewhere, and like so chances are like either she was going to be shown later in the series or like she was gonna pop up as like this was her back then.
Yeah, some people are kind of pissed though that they introduced Gear 5 in the anime movie first, then the anime. I'm like, anyone that's read the manga has known this for months.
Yeah, a lot of people love to talk about it.
Yeah.
Anybody else got something?
No.
Well, I got some for you. So this week, there was a moment me and Cruiser hung out, and I beat him at mini golf. How about that for a good story this week?
You're not going to build up to anything there? I mean...
Let me guess, y'all hit a couple of balls and you just happen to hit some of them less, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Get Cruiser, you can't.
You got me. He was playing.
Even as a joke, Cruiser,
You
you can't even
playing
disagree
fucking
on that
mini
one. That was
golf,
basically
so.
the reason.
You two were playing mini golf, so
Of course.
You're grown men playing mini golf.
Hey, to be
Oh,
fair,
yeah,
one of my life's mottos is life is too short to die nuggets. So
yeah, or as Cruiser likes to call it, putt-putt golf. Does that count?
That's what we called it. That's what we called it when I was a kid.
yeah,
I
boy.
called it mini golf.
my girlfriend and I actually go play mini golf in one of the towns nearby. We don't even keep score. We just kind of just hit the ball and just talk.
Me, Ari, and some of our other friends with the Miami group that I met in the pony community back then. We would go to this. It was a mini golf. It was called like a mini golf monster place or something like that. It was like a golf course in like a dark light room.
Nice. I think we
very
did. I
nice.
think we did that for a gala meetup one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's weird. Orlando has like all these different mini golf places around, but they're not that like the obstacle courses aren't really obstacle courses. They have this elaborate setup, but the course itself is just meh.
He wants
Like when I was a kid, when I was a kid, we had the windmill. We had, carefully hitting your ball over water. We had this thing that looked like a skee ball score or ramp where you can shoot your ball into
so
something that looks like
essentially
a skee ball.
you want a mini golf course not just that relies on physics, but more or less relies on timing and more theming and and more like inclusivity of different obstacles and everything like that.
Yes, be imaginative.
Well, also back then, those were
actually-
designed to rip people off too.
Yeah, that is I actually forgot. That is a good point. I never even thought of that.
How?
Like, because some of those things weren't like they were designed for you not to hit it or like not to get through them. That's why.
Yeah, there's actually a prime example. I think the Rugrats spoof this. Imagine you go through a hole, right? There's one hole in it. It can either come out of one of three holes in the back, right? You following me?
You do know that's for a competition. This wasn't a competition.
That's not.
No, but still,
that's not my
like
point. You don't even know what
that
I
was
was
still a thing of people getting ripped off.
Yeah.
There's no
We're
prize on the line.
It's kind of the same way like carnival games are rigged.
It's to make people replay, to keep coming back and everything. Like, oh, my ball got stuck over there, and you can't go get it at times. And it's like, oh, you got to go get another one. Like, it's a whole thing of making people have to do that.
I have never experienced that.
Yes, you never experienced that.
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore.
It's not a thing that, like...
Cruiser, don't get
that
me wrong.
didn't
I disagree. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying the other... I guess I was just saying Kuma does have a point that was used for some methods. You want to know something I recently did? I watched...
Like, it's not like there's places like freaking, the Happy Gilmore... Like, you're not gonna have the whole course just suddenly just deconstruct all of a sudden.
Yeah, this isn't like
Granted, that one was actually pretty stupid.
This isn't
honestly.
friggin' Eugene Levy's Wacky World of Mini Golf on the CDI. This is mini golf.
No, friggin' the place that I go mini golfing actually has a little jump.
What?
Like, do you have to make the ball hit over it, or do you have to like hit the ball to like hit a ramp?
It has to get over. It has to get over it.
How? Like, do you actually have to hit it over, or like again, is there a ramp? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it does have like a little like up, and kind of goes like that. But there's like a gap in the middle.
So ramp to ramp?
Yeah,
ramp to ramp.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm thinking again. I'm thinking of the Happy Gilmore, like the scene where, like, again, the whole freaking course just deconstructs. Like, he's literally right there going like, "Oh, hit that, bounce it off of this, bounce it off of that, hit it over there, roll off of this, bounce, it, hole in one." Like, I'm really right there. So like, I don't think that should be designed to be like that, because like I've played at mini golf places where they say like you're not allowed to like hit it at a certain strength for it to like go boom, to hit something. Like, you got to hit it to where like you're putting to roll it at least.
Yeah, I've actually dropped my ball in the water a couple times.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to fish it. Guess who fucking fishes their ball out because they don't want to deal with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I always try to. I sometimes where they have like the hole where it's like, oh, hit it into this one and it's a guaranteed hole in one at times.
Yeah.
And that usually is the hole that you try to go for. In my head, I always do the logic of, all right, that's the one I want to go for, but I usually can't do that. So I always, in my head, I go like, okay, I'm going to hit the one that doesn't go for it, because for some reason, in my logic, it's the reverse. So, all right. And I hit it into the one I want. I tried to go for it. What the fuck?
Yeah, I've had one of the ones that we have is like it goes up a hill, and that was the one that usually gets me to get my ball in the water. And there's another one where it's like there's the lane, there's a little hill, and there's a little hole at the bottom of the hill.
You're a hole at the bottom of the hill.
My genius ass is like, oh, okay. Let's go right through the middle. Hole in one.
Hole in one, man.
And then my girlfriend, she'll go around the hill. I'm like, do you not see me get a hole in one?
Do you want to lose?
No, we don't even play for winning. We just play just to play.
That's pretty much all you do is you play a game just to play something.
Also, like, I also just like to point out again, it's just mini golf or it's just putting.
Does anybody else notice that the word golf spelled backwards is flog?
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do with the freaking thing you missed so many times. You flog whoever's next to you.
Yep, in honor of the occasion, I changed all your names to Golf. Asshole Golf, thank you. For the rest of the stream, everybody's going to be called Golf. I changed my name to it, but I can't because I'm in streamer mode, so I can't. Just pretend my name is Golf. Anyway, But, yeah, it was an interesting time there. Really. It was a fun game. Yeah. We had a good time. It was one of those choose your course to go to.
Yeah, interesting though. They actually had a special putter for Tiger Woods. Basically, it had a Barbie doll glued to the back of it with its legs spread open.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they said, "Don't worry, it's an easy hole."
Stop it. Anyway, one of the things. So I was watching Lilo.
I had to beat it a few times.
I was watching Lilo and Stitch recently. Yeah. You know that scene where Lilo's trying to make Stitch dive into his inner Elvis?
Yeah.
So I remember I haven't seen this movie in a while, right? When Nani's looking for the job, she's pulling around this wagon, and she just brings out a picture of Elvis and just sits it there. And it's just like, it's a real photo of Elvis, not like cartoonized or repainted. It's just literally a stock picture of Elvis in a Hawaiian shirt and like lay. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how does this work?
Well, because like Elvis for some reason did fancy Hawaii for some reason.
No. I meant I know that. I know his whole Hawaii history with him in Hawaii, but like, why is there just a real life picture of Elvis in this cartoon world? It's so disorienting, even for a Disney movie. Like, what?
That is a good question. I don't know.
Elvis was weird, man.
Maybe they didn't have the rights to draw him.
They didn't have the rights to draw Elvis.
It's like we can't draw him, but we use a stock photo.
Dude, I can imagine Lisa Marie like contacting Disney and saying like, if you draw my father, was she? Lisa Marie Presley was her father, right? I mean, his daughter, right?
I don't remember.
It's like Lisa Marie calls Disney and goes like, if you so much as draw Elvis, I'm going to have your asses thrown in the slammer. That's like that's like one of the top laws in Hawaii. Don't litter, don't murder people, don't draw Elvis.
You ever wonder how the people of Hawaii feel about that movie?
I can imagine they probably would find
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, why would they feel about the movie? Why would you say that?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing really bad about it.
Yeah, it's a cute movie that just takes place in Hawaii.
Yeah, do they approve of it? Do they not approve of it? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't know what they have to disapprove of.
Yeah, by
Like,
all means, I've learned more about Hawaiian culture from it. So, such as terms, traditions, the famous word ohana.
Well, I do know that tikis were not originally a Hawaiian thing.
I don't remember tikis being in Lilo and Stitch.
Wasn't that what the guy the guy was spinning around during his little fire dance? Wasn't that
Those were
what it was?
those were
At a luau?
torches.
Uh,
Those were torches, Cruiser. Those existed way before Hawaii.
also, that's a restaurant for tourists,
And
as
that's
well,
also
too.
fire dancing. That's also, I think that's where originated in Hawaii.
Partly, yeah.
Also, tiki torches are just torches. They're just called tiki torches because why the hell not? I think, I don't know. Do you know what Elvis used to eat every day?
I believe it was a peanut butter and I could be wrong
bananas
on
and
this.
bacon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I could be wrong on the bacon part, and I believe it was also with mayonnaise as well too, but I don't think that's right.
Oh, let me tell you about. Have you ever heard about the Fool's Gold Loaf? Okay.
No.
Fool's Gold Loaf. Here's
No.
what you do. It's a sandwich, right? You take you hollow out a loaf of bread, fill it with a jar of creamy peanut butter, 1 jar of grape jelly, and a pound of bacon. Then you deep fry it. 1 serving of this is 8,000 calories. Elvis apparently would eat these every day.
Jeez.
I'm like, really? I feel like if I keep joking about feeding soda. If I were to give Cruiser a soda, I'd kill him and be arrested for murder. But this feels like something I'd give. This is a sandwich, dude. This is something I give like friggin' homicide.
That is not a sandwich, dude.
Nope, nope. It is technically a sandwich. It counts as a sandwich.
That's not a sandwich. That's a war crime.
I was gonna say that's just like a whole different kind of lasagna.
How many did he eat here? I gotta see. So,
again, I know like his famous one of his famous sandwiches is like what me and Cruiser just said. Like apparently it's on Hawaiian bread, it's peanut butter, and we could be wrong, and it could have bacon and mayonnaise on it.
No,
but I just know like
that was his that was his banana sandwich. Yeah. Fool's Gold Loaf is literally a dessert food, and he ate like. Hold on a second. How many Fool's Gold?
No, but he literally had those a lot too, because those were
Yeah.
like his snacking sandwich or something.
Yeah, man. How many Fool's Gold loaves did Elvis eat a day?
Wait, I think I was wrong on the mayonnaise thing, because I think my dad ate something similar to that, but with mayonnaise.
Oh my god.
I think it was like with mayonnaise and banana.
According to The Life and Cuisine of Elvis Presley, Presley and his friends took his private jet from Graceland, purchased 30 of the Fool's Gold Loaf sandwiches, and spent 2 hours eating them and drinking Perrier and champagne before flying home. Let's just say for the sake, since he was with his friends, let's just say each one of them they split them in half. Okay, so Elvis ate 15 sandwiches. Let's just go with that just for the sake of this.
How many of his friends? Just to be certain on that.
It just says Elvis and his friends. So let's just say for the sake of this, I'm looking it up. There were 3. Let me see on the thing here. For Elvis,
assume
Elvis,
it was like couples as well too. They were like
Elvis Presley was at his Graceland home in Memphis with Captain Jerry. So the 3 men. It was Captain Jerry Kennedy and Ron. So there's 3 people. So they ordered 30 sandwiches, so 10 sandwiches each. Let's just say that. 10 times 8,000. Jesus Christ. He ate 10 sandwiches, each of 8,000 calories, so he consumed 80,000 calories. Do you know how many calories the average human being consumes a day?
No.
2,000?
I think less than that.
Let's find out. How many?
You didn't even know.
calories-
Goddamn.
No, I just want to verify. I think Jablonski might have been right. Roughly 2,200 calories to 3,000.
No, I was expecting you to actually just have the answer already, kind of thing.
I know.
like
I'm
that,
just
that's why.
I was verifying. I was right there. That was why. So yes, this guy ate like friggin'. I don't know how many times does 2 go into 80. 80 divided by 2. This guy ate like. I don't
A
know,
shit ton of calories.
like 2/40ths of calories that I get. I don't know math offhand. I'm sorry.
In
One
2
ti-
hours.
In 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, that's some math I don't want to do. That's wow.
How much did Elvis weigh when he died?
Let's see. He died on the toilet. so
So he lost
let's see.
he lost like 2 cents a pound.
Let's see. I assume it was because he died of constipation.
No, he died of a heart. I believe he died of a heart attack. Let me see. How much did he weigh?
Oh yeah, that's better.
Apparently he was I'm not really getting an exact amount. Some saying he was like 350 to 170. I'm from this one here at Quora.com. I'm getting he was probably like 240 pounds.
How tall was he?
Let me see. Wait a minute, hold on. How much did Elvis weigh? 350 pounds at the time of his death.
Damn.
300.
No wonder he died on the can.
And how tall was he? Like just for reference on that.
Elvis Presley height. He was about 6 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly.
There's this one video that showed him like days before his death, right? He's performing a song on a piano and you can hear him like his breath like chugging as he's talking. It's like so sad to watch. Oh my god. Dude, I know if he wasn't so obese, he probably would still be dead by this point, but can you imagine him like at like his last performance, how old he would have probably lived to be? I mean, the guy died when he was like 40, I believe. Let me see.
He was like in like wait, what year did he die, or like what?
Hold on, let me see.
What decade?
He died in the 70s, so he was like I'm looking it up on Wikipedia because they usually have it. He was 42.
He was 42 when he died?
Yeah.
Damn, that's young.
Yeah, man.
I could probably see him. I could probably see him maybe making it like if he didn't die of that. I could probably see him making it maybe late to early 90s.
Maybe like
Or
87.
no, like yeah, late 80s and like early 90s. Maybe I would give it like that kind of time frame.
Yeah, he would probably be dead within like a couple of years. He would be like 87 now. I can imagine him like as an oldies act.
Kind of, yeah, I could see that. I could see him like putting on performances like the same thing that they do in
Like the Beach Boys.
No, like how they do like whenever they do over in Las Vegas, whenever they do like impersonation acts and all like that.
Actually,
I could see him maybe doing
my
more
dad
things
went
like
to
that.
Vegas one time and actually got to see an impersonator of the Final Five. Welcome back, everybody, to the Final Five, where we talk about the Final Five stuff in the Final 5 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I need to tell anybody what the Final Five is now. So what we're going to begin with today, I think we need a ladies' touch. So I'm going to put the Concert Cruiser up. Concert Cruiser, your time begins now.
All right, gonna start moving into production for the next Hoof Rock, which is gonna be a 3-parter on the It's a Pony Kind of Christmas album. Oh yes, Evan's gonna love this one. We can get started on that as soon as possible, and then I'm going to work on my How I Met Ramstein video, and possibly dedicate some stuff for my music channel as well. I do have some ideas for my Brony channel that I want to do. Not stuff that's music reviews. I want to try expressing something that's a little bit different. And you'll see what it is shortly.
Is that all? Take that as a yes. All right, let's move on to the last one here. Next one up is Kuma, or as I put it, or as he prefers to be called in Discord, Golf. Okay, Golf, your time begins now.
Huzzah! Nothing. I don't know, really. I got nothing. I've been trying to make up. I've been writing some stuff down for a homebrewed D&D world, and right now I'm currently making up gods. And it's funny because like I don't really like when it like it's the whole thing of just making up names like whenever you get to the character process of like, or like just in any video game where it's just like, oh yeah, do all the character design and everything now. What's their name? Oh, I didn't think that far ahead. But I'm currently doing the opposite, where I'm making the name up first, and then, like, in the future, maybe getting someone to call them. And that's about it.
That's good. Your time just ended there. Can I suggest a name for one of your gods?
What?
Splorn. Yeah, you keep that in mind.
The god of...
Splorn, the god of vegetation.
I already have a god of nature.
Splorn, the god of food.
Maybe.
Splorn, the most erotic god in D&D. Next up is Golf. Golf, asshole, Golf. Your time begins now.
We got not much going on really. About ready to start for the holidays for working. Kind of doing my own thing, really. So yeah. Remember, kids, drink your motherfucking drugs.
Hey, said the thing. That's good.
I did the thing.
Quite frankly, I don't really have much to talk about, honestly. I'm probably just gonna more of that on World Part 2 and whatever. So yeah, I'll keep you guys in touch with my art and everything there. So yeah, be sure to join us next week when we will be interviewing Carrie Means of Aqua Teen Hunger Force in a rescheduled interview. And yeah, look forward to that. So I'm going to take you on to our final segment for the night, Kuma's Quote of the Week. Stand by, and thank you for watching.
Yay. Yay. Yeah. So, funny enough, the quote of the week comes from Ash Ketchum. I choose you. No, I'm just kidding. So the quote goes, "There's no sense in going out of your way just to get somebody to like you," which I did not know that was a thing he said, honestly. So, wow, that's some great wisdom from Ash, the Master Ketchum. Hey, he won the thing, so you can't argue on that. So yeah, with that being said, from everyone here at Ants, good night.
Good night, everyone.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell on earth.